What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Cinematic Cravings. Today we're talking about Netflix's highly anticipated One Piece live-action Season 2. As we set sail for the Grand Line, the Straw Hat crew brings new faces, new stories, and new adventures. Chopper joins the crew, Vivi steps into the spotlight, and the mysterious presence of Miss All Sunday completely shifts the balance. We'll also break down how favorites like Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, and Usopp grow in Season 2, who shines, who confronts their past, and how this journey reshapes the crew one by one. But before we dive into the details, I know most of you watch and move on, but hey, subscribing and liking is totally free. Come on, let's be generous, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's grow together. Now, let's get started. Let's kick things off with our newest member, Tony Chopper. As the Straw Hats set sail for the Grand Line, their biggest win this season is undoubtedly Chopper. Introduced in Season 2, this adorable yet genius reindeer isn't just a new character, he's a new friend who's going to touch the heart of the Straw Hats. Chopper's story begins on Drum Island. There, his struggle to be accepted as an outcast intersects with Luffy and the crew. This season, we'll dive into his past, his passion for medicine, and hear Luke's teachings. Chopper isn't just cute comic relief. With his medical smarts and powerful transformation forms, he becomes the crew's lifesaver. Thanks to the human fruit, he can speak, think things through, and, when needed, turn into a fearless fighter. Netflix bringing Chopper to life with a blend of CGI and performance capture will add a whole new layer to the season. Viewers are in for a character introduction that's both emotionally resonant and technically impressive. Chopper joining the crew represents the moment the Straw Hats truly become a real pirate family. When his understanding of friendship fuses with Luffy's ideal of freedom, it gives this season both heart and hope. Especially in his confrontations with Wapol, Chopper's inner strength will elevate him from a side character to the emotional core of the Straw Hats in the eyes of the audience. Now let's get to my favorite character, Nico Robin. Miss All Sunday, real name Nico Robin, steps in as the mysterious force who upends the balance in Season 2. This season, the character is played by Lara Abova. As a high-ranking member of Baroque Works, Robin initially appears as an enemy to the Straw Hats, but we'll see two sides warring within her. A criminal living in the shadow of a dark past, and a scholar searching for the truth of history. The Season 2 setup makes it clear that Robin will embody both threat and intrigue. Robin's role adds both intellectual and emotional depth to the Straw Hats' journey. As the only person who can read the poneglyphs, she holds the world's most dangerous secrets. Her loyalty to Crocodile is purely transactional. As the season unfolds, Robin's interest in the Straw Hats grows. Her encounters with Luffy and Nami will lay the groundwork for her eventual shift in allegiance. Expect her intelligence, manipulation skills, and strategic mind to take center stage. For the first time, viewers will truly feel the humanity behind her icy exterior. My prediction, in Episode 7, or right in the season finale, Robin sheds the Miss All Sunday identity. She breaks from the villains and starts helping the Straw Hats, likely at the point where the Crocodile plot begins to unravel, turning it into the season's dramatic peak. By Season 3, we'll see Robin fully as a Straw Hat under the name Nico Robin. It's a huge story pivot and a major power boost to the crew dynamic, opening a new era where Robin represents the crew's intellectual might. Vivi, disguised as Miss Wednesday, is a princess who infiltrated Baroque Works and becomes one of the most important characters to briefly alter the Straw Hats' fate in Season 2. Here, Charithra Chandran plays Vivi. She initially appears to be part of Baroque Works, but she's actually the Princess of Alabasta, assigned as an undercover agent to expose the organization from within. According to Netflix notes, Vivi's path crosses with the Straw Hats around Whiskey Peak, where a bond of trust begins and grows throughout the season. Vivi adds a political dimension to the Straw Hats. They're no longer just fighting enemies. They're interacting with kingdoms and governments. With her intelligence and diplomatic personality, Vivi forms strong bonds with characters like Nami and Robin. Her story isn't just about saving a kingdom, it's about a hero risking her identity to protect her people. Her loyalty to the Straw Hats will run parallel to Robin's internal conflict. One hides in darkness for good, while the other turns from darkness to the light. My guess is that Vivi remains an ally throughout Season 2 but doesn't officially join the crew. In the process, her friendship with the crew deepens, especially a sister-like bond with Nami, comedic beats with Usopp, and admiration for Luffy. Heading into Season 3, Vivi returns to her kingdom, but her bond with the Straw Hats becomes one of the series' strongest friendship arcs. Monkey D. Luffy carries the story forward as both the leader and the soul of the Straw Hats in Season 2. After building the themes of friendship, courage, and freedom in Season 1, Luffy now steps into the Grand Line, pushing his dream one step further. Iñaki Godoy returns to the role. His energy once again channels the character's passion for freedom. According to Netflix, Luffy's leadership is tested more than ever because he now has to hold together a family from different backgrounds, not just a crew. His childlike optimism remains the glue that keeps the Straw Hats from falling apart. This season, Luffy battles not only outside enemies but also the crew's internal conflicts. Baroque Works, the Marines led by Smoker and Tashigi, and the dangers of the Grand Line test his sense of responsibility. But Luffy's real fight is keeping the Straw Hat family together. During the Drum Island arc where Chopper joins, Luffy's leadership hits an emotional peak. His My Crew ethos is tested as he fights to save Chopper, reminding viewers that Luffy isn't just a strong captain, he leads with his heart. Luffy's personal growth becomes clearer in Season 2. He's no longer just an adventurous kid. He's a captain with goals, responsibilities, and a philosophy. His ideal of freedom resonates with characters like Robin and Vivi because Luffy's belief is that everyone should be free to choose their own path. In the final episodes, his decisions carry the Straw Hats into their first big trial in the Grand Line. His energy, courage, and conviction power the season, "I'm going to be the Pirate King," stops being just a dream and becomes a goal the entire crew believes in. Nami becomes the crew's most vital guide in Season 2. Emily Rudd returns, and this time, the character's sharp mind and emotional maturity get much deeper focus. After breaking the chains of her past by defeating Arlong in Season 1, Nami now stands as a woman steering her own destiny. The transition into the Grand Line is where Nami truly shines because now the biggest threat isn't people, it's nature, deadly currents, magnetic storms, and uncharted seas. Without Nami's navigation, the Straw Hats wouldn't last an hour. This season, Nami isn't just a navigator, she becomes one of the crew's strategic leaders. Luffy may be the captain, but Nami sets the course. In Reverse Mountain and Whiskey Peak, her smart decisions keep the crew alive. Her bond with Vivi also showcases Nami's more emotional side. Their sister-like relationship balances the show's drama. Nami's inner conflict remains, she's free now, yet still carries the shadow of her past. She struggles to balance her need for control with learning when to let go. Thematically, Nami's role expands. If sailing into the Grand Line is a journey into the unknown, then Nami's heart is the compass of the ship. She guides the crew and strengthens their bonds. Especially in scenes with Robin and Vivi, Nami's empathy and intuition step forward. According to set notes, this is the season where Nami fully embraces her identity as the daughter of the seas, becoming nearly equal to the captain within the crew's inner structure. Roronoa Zoro returns as the Straw Hats' most reliable blade and Luffy's greatest support. Makinu is back, and this season highlights not just Zoro's prowess in battle, but also his leadership as the right hand. He's no longer just a swordsman, he's a pillar of the crew, acting like a second in command when Luffy isn't present. Netflix's Season 2 notes suggest Zoro's arc will be both combat-heavy and emotional. As they enter the Grand Line, his actions to keep the crew safe show his quiet but profound loyalty. Zoro faces off against Marine officers and Baroque Works agents. The Smoker and Tashigi thread becomes a major test of his code of honor. His ideological clashes with Tashigi push him to re-examine what honor really means. Expect 3 sword-style set pieces with bigger choreography than Season 1, as Netflix aims for cinematic-grade fights this time. Zoro's growth isn't just about strength, it's about discipline and the instinct to protect. His desire to be the strongest evolves into a determination to protect the strongest. Zoro's biggest shift this season is his role as an emotional leader within the crew. Luffy leads with his heart on his sleeve. Zoro balances the team with calm and resolve. His steadiness keeps the Straw Hats standing through the storms. In the Chopper arc especially, we'll see Zoro's protective side more often. His willingness to lay down his life for Luffy isn't just loyalty, it becomes the symbol of the Straw Hats' family bond. This is the season Zoro shows everyone what it truly means to be the captain's right hand. Usopp returns as both the crew's comedic spark and the symbol of growing courage. Jacob Romero Gibson is back. In Season 1, we saw a brave spirit wrestling with fear. In Season 2, Usopp evolves from the cowardly hero archetype into a strategic marksman. Netflix confirms his story deepens on Little Garden, a place where he faces his fears and truly understands what it means to be a hero. Usopp's personal journey gets more emotional this season. He isn't just comic relief, he's the crew's morale. He's the one who's scared first, but stands up front in the end. In Little Garden and Whiskey Peak, we'll watch him balance the thin line between tall tales and true heroism. His friendships with Zoro and Sanji deepen too. Beyond being battle partners, they've become brothers. As Usopp finds his place among them, he embodies the Straw Hats' most human side. Usopp's courage becomes the crew's resilience made visible. His scenes aren't just written to make us smile, they're meant to inspire. Behind-the-scenes notes say he's being portrayed less as a comic figure and more as someone whose courage surprises you. In short, Usopp becomes one of the most genuine heroes in the crew because sometimes courage is choosing to walk through fear. Sanji returns as the Straw Hats' cook and the keeper of the crew's conscience. Taz Skylar is back, and this season digs deeper into both his combat and his emotions. After confronting his past at Baratie in Season 1, Sanji now faces the Grand Line's deadly new world carrying both roles, fighter and provider. Production notes say his fights will be more stylized and acrobatic. Taz did most of the scenes without a stunt double this time, giving fans a true black-leg Sanji showcase. Sanji's inner conflict sharpens this season. Behind the charm, he still carries regrets. When he left Baratie to join Luffy, he felt indebted. In Season 2, he realizes he's there by his own will. His friendships with Vivi and Nami highlight his empathy. When the crew edges toward falling apart, Sanji lightens the mood with humor, but he's also the first to throw a kick when it counts. His sense of justice becomes the quiet force holding the Straw Hats together. Sanji's story isn't just about fighting and food, it's about family and belonging. His loyalty to Luffy, rivalry with Zoro, friendship with Usopp, and big brother care for Chopper all round him out. Producers say Sanji's theme this season is protect and provide. He's not just the cook, he's the crew's moral engine, the gentleman who keeps the Straw Hats' spirit balanced, a hidden leader in his own right. And that's our look at the characters, stories, and growth awaiting us in the One Piece live-action Season 2. Chopper joining the crew, Robin's journey from darkness to light, Vivi's friendship, and the Straw Hats' new trials in the Grand Line, all of it makes this season bigger, more emotional, and more epic than the first. Do you think Robin officially joins by the end of this season, or will they save it for Season 3? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you in the next one.